Okay, I'm recording now. Ms. Ray, let me know when you're recording.
I've been recording for like 4 minutes now.
Oh, gotcha. Ms. Ray.
Poop, poop, poop.
Ms. Ray,
poop,
start
poop,
recording,
poop,
Ms.
poop,
Ray.
poop, poop, poop. They're deaf. You just deafen, you dumbass.
Oh. Sorry.
Dumb, poopy for brain, poop brain. Uh-oh. Someone's got duty poopy in their skull cavity. Uh-oh, brain cavity full of duty poopy.
That's ableist. Ms. Ray, start recording. This is part of the cold open.
Yeah, start recording now.
Us waiting for you.
I'm gonna. Bitch, if I push that flusher on your head, bitch, you'd die. You'd have no brain. All that poop flying out of the sewer of your mouth.
No poop.
No poop. The WoMENSA podcast is coming out against poop.
This is a no poop. This is a poop-free podcast.
Poop is funny.
Women don't poop. Poop is not funny. Poop is gross
Women
and
be
stinky.
pooping.
They don't. We can't
Women
be
do not be
misleading our
pooping.
audience into thinking that women poop. Name a woman who's ever pooped.
Shit.
Amelia Earhart.
No, that just is poop. That's not a woman who pooped. Amelia Earhart shit the bed. She didn't, like, in a idiomatic sense.
Well, that's not true. There's new there's new evidence.
They found her doo-doo poopy?
Yeah, well, they found petrified human
Human shit.
human shit inside of the spider's nest. Like the giant
lovely.
spiders that potentially could have. You know that?
She was eaten by giant spiders?
I thought she was eaten by coconut crabs.
Well, same thing.
No.
These are
Yes.
both two of the most horrifying things I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the coconut crab.
See,
I'm sorry.
if I was getting eaten by coconut crabs, I would shit myself too.
Yeah, no, I'd shit like crazy.
It would be rolling out. It would knock down like whatever little creatures were like. It would like roll down the hill and knock down all
Shit
the
with
little
such a
wooden
powerful force
like-
that it blasts all the crabs away.
You're listening to the WoMENSA podcast, the only intellectual podcast specifically made by and for women. Make of that what you will. I am your host and co-chairwoman Stephanie, and I am joined by my lovely co-host Chairwoman Liz and intern Beth. Today I am the host.
Recently demoted intern.
Oh, that is true. Recently demoted intern Beth. Today I am the host as I have taken it upon myself to educate the masses in the goings-on of all news in the past month. Most of which is political in nature, but I have taken it upon myself to find a couple delectable little morsels to hopefully stave off the tide of depression and powerlessness one feels as democratic norms are systematically dismantled by the dumbest man alive, and Donald Trump.
I love morsels.
I love morsels. What's your favorite
Yum.
morsel?
Ooh, I love a little bit of chocolate candy.
Caca.
Oh,
Caca?
you eat shit?
No. Cocoa. Cocoa over caca. Cocoa good, caca bad.
I do quite like cocoa. Not a big fan of that caca. What about cuckoo?
That's
I'm cuckoo for cocoa and cuckoo for caca in a different way.
All right.
wow.
All right.
Okay.
Without further ado, I present to you April's month-end update. Well, the month started off with a bang when the video game company Nintendo fully revealed their newest video game console, the Switch 2, coming this summer. After years of speculation and rumors, it has now been confirmed that the new console is almost exactly the same as its predecessor, with the one small change being that it's not a complete piece of shit.
When are they going to make the top two and the bottom two?
What?
God fucking damn it. You fucker.
I'd buy the bottom two.
I would buy...
The bottom two just has, like, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And, like, an easier version of Mario Kart that only goes to 50cc.
It starts at 15cc, the medium is 25.
And then it has Super Mario Odyssey.
just
That's
Odyssey
an
again?
incredibly easy game.
But it has, like, a bunch of the moons stripped out.
No, it's just Super Mario Odyssey.
Yes. No, it's such an easy game.
Beth from the WoMENSA podcast is coming out against Super Mario Odyssey.
I liked Super Mario
Liz
Odyssey.
from the WoMENSA podcast is coming out against Beth from the WoMENSA podcast.
Stephanie from the WoMENSA podcast says, I liked Mario Odyssey, but there were better Mario games before it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, exactly. I have a principled... I'm a principled liberal, you know? I have the centrist stance.
Coming out of the closet
Yes,
against
of
me?
course. Yeah, I'm coming out of the closet against you. Listen, I'm the one who made the decision to demote you, and now I'm the one making the decision to be against you. Mario Odyssey is a good game, and elephants are good creatures, and your mistreatment of both will not go unaddressed or unpunished.
Do you think when Do you think when Do you think when they revealed that that elephant power up, Mizray was like fucking screaming and pissing?
Have you guys played that game?
Mizray was...
I have. I quite
Dr.
liked it.
Professor Mizray was excited because finally...
Can the elephant get hit by like a Koopa shell and like fall over? Hit its... Sorry, that was inappropriate. I apologize.
Yeah, when you get yourself hit by a Koopa shell, I sing an I turt myself today.
Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next story.
Next one.
New Jersey Senator Cory Booker broke records and stole hearts when he made the longest speech in Senate history at over 25 hours long, beating out the previous record held by segregationist Strom Thurmond since 1957. When asked why he would take on such an endeavor, Booker said his main motivation was that he hates himself.
How long do you think he's edging?
Oh, way longer.
Oh, his entire life. He's been
He's
running
never
away
come.
from his homosexuality. Is he openly gay or is he secretly gay?
I think he's secretly gay. He was dating like some fucking celebrity for like a year or so.
Right. Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell?
Which is crazy because...
I think it was a Rose.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's a lesbian.
Okay, it wasn't Rosie O'Donnell. It was some Rose named person. Roseanne. Not, it wasn't Roseanne.
Roseanne.
I don't think she would be okay with that for various reasons.
I thought the dude was white.
I thought he was really
Cory
tan.
Booker. I thought he'd just come back from Cabo.
I thought he got a lot of sun.
I think, but no, he is secretly gay. So he's been, frankly, I think that's why he did the filibuster. You know, anything to keep his mind away from young, boyish-looking twinks.
Anything
strutting their stuff around him and diving into their ass off the diving board of lubricant and condom, jumping in, tasting the last little waters of the last douching fluid that didn't leave their ass when they went to piss out of their butt in the toilet.
anything to distract himself from wanting to fill a bust on some twink's back.
Yeah, he filibustered so he would avoid thinking about filling bust him.
What?
Filibuster. He wants to filibust him.
Filling buster. which is his gay
filling
twink boyfriend.
filling Buster, his gay boyfriend.
The silent
No, but
film
he had
star?
to filibust her to pretend. That was the closest thing he could do to pretend against his homosexuality, is fill her with bust, to fill a bust her, comma her.
I see. It was like 4D chess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a metaphor game. A game of wordplay. A psychosexual wordplay, the likes of which Freud would have written about in the psychopathology of everyday life. He filibustered, and that was, in a sense, a way to cover up, to repress his repressed homosexuality.
Let's move on to the next story.
What if he's just openly gay?
Can you imagine? He is not openly gay. I know that. Oh yeah, the President of the United States finally issued his promised tariffs at the beginning of the month as part of his initiative to reduce our reliance on international goods, specifically of the Chinese variety.
Ooh.
As a result, many of our trade partners are looking to further trade relations with China in an attempt to reduce their reliance on American goods. The only problem is, the only thing we produce is American bads.
So fucking stupid. Yo, they're taxing fucking international goods of the Chinese variety?
They are.
Shit, I don't have a job. I can't afford that.
I think you might be an international bad.
All right, the WoMENSA podcast is over. Thank you for joining us for the 2.15 episodes.
You didn't let me finish. I said I was going to say an international bad bitch.
Do not call women bitches. This is a pro-women podcast.
Don't call them
You're
bitches,
right.
bro.
I'm a bad bitch. Don't call them bitches, bro. I was hanging out with I shouldn't tell that in a public forum.
You know,
tell that later.
It's really rude to call them bitches. Those sluts deserve more respect.
Yeah, those dirty whores deserve your love and respect. It is very funny how massively stupid you have to be to shoot yourself in the foot that bad. This isn't going to end up in a joke, but like, you want to become the world's most powerful economy over China, so you end up destigmatizing trade with you and further, like, putting impetus on... What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Chat, Listeners, not chat. Fuck, I'm very tired right now. But, like, what incentivizing trade with China and disincentivizing trade with yourself? How stupid do you have to be? Especially after 40 years ago, your own party, the party that you supported, fucking made it so that the US was the prominent consumer of the world. You're stupid. Mr. Donald Trump, I will break into the White House and fillet you.
I was a bit worried where that was going.
I'm gonna suck his dick so good that he's gonna kill himself.
The trannies, they're too good. I'll never hold up. I could never hold up to
I can't believe what I've done to them.
The sheer mouth game
These
of the tranny.
These poor folks, they have the most wonderful throats, and I've destroyed their lives. Maybe their throats loosen up when they take the estrogen. I cannot do this anymore. I must... He kills himself like Mishima.
he
Rips his
does
guts
like
open, and then has his little boyfriend. Elon slices his head off in 15 tries.
I can't do it. Mr. Donald, I can't put I can't.
Mr. Trump, skibby yum dodup doop yum dodup doop.
Triumph as liberal
Next story.
judge Susan Crawford has been elected to Wisconsin's Supreme Court, allowing liberals to maintain their 4-3 majority in the state. This marks the most expensive judicial election in the history of this country, in large part due to a $20 million donation to Crawford's opponent by, as we mentioned, South African businessman Elon Musk. Fortunately, democracy has prevailed, proving to everyone that elections can only be bought most of the time.
I mean, it was bought by Pritzker instead of Musk.
Yeah.
But Pritzker's good. He's like a solid, like, Midwestern classic. He's a classic Midwesterner. He's a woke skulled billionaire who's fat as shit. That's like the classic. That's what made the Midwest great.
It is.
Just a bunch of bizarrely woke people who are gonna die at like 65 due to heart disease, lung disease, and fucking cholesterol issues, which is just the same as heart disease now that I'm saying it out loud. Who are like, listen, I think we gotta put the civil rights bill through. It's just gotta happen. That's what made the Midwest great. J.B. Pritzker, once again, proving that the Midwest can still be great by funneling unfathomable amounts of his endless money into this one election in Wisconsin.
It's great. It's okay when our
Wisco
guys
stays
do
woke,
it.
everyone. It's good when our guys do it.
It is.
It's amazing to me that people get mad at this. I like when my guys do bad things to win, and I don't like it when the other guys do bad things to win.
Yeah, it's like,
Because my guys are going to do the things that I like, and the other guys are going to do things that I don't like.
when they
It's
go
simple.
low, we go high. Suck my dick and balls.
Yeah, when they go low, we go even lower, and we suck their dicks off so good that they kill themselves.
Do you think
speaking
Elon
of,
Musk? Do you think Elon Musk would own a Nintendo top or a Nintendo bottom? 2.
Nintendo bottom.
Yeah.
You think he bounces on it all day?
Well, he did actually win the world record for longest time spent sucking another man's cock. That was another news story for today.
Yeah, he did.
He's been doing it nonstop.
It was just today, and every day he wins the record again because he keeps going.
Yeah, ass of sex my guy hole.
He's just been sucking the same cock for like 14 days in a row.
Oh goodness.
Sucking the same old cock for bullshit pay.
Hey, speaking of profoundly unhealthy politicians, the president's annual physical was released, and to the shock and horror of the American people, Donald Trump remains in good health. In spite of your lying eyes, the president weighs an impressive 244 pounds, with the 78-year-old's physician citing golf victories as a key factor for his miraculously healthy results. That's not a joke, that is just a real thing. I just read the article verbatim.
244 pounds? Is he like half sponge or something? How does that even happen? He's shaped like a fucking bowling ball.
He's got like he just has like pillows in his shirt.
Oh, that's kind of sick. He's tucking. Oh my god, is he starting estrogen? He's padding?
It's the only way that he can hope to
Listen.
reverse his hair loss.
Yeah. Listen, I support everyone who's fat in the world. I'm from Iowa. I'm from the land of fatties. I support fatties greatly. But come on, he's like a repugnant fat guy. There's like fatties who are like sweaty in like a hot way. He looks like he's just constantly spewing oil from all of his pores. He wakes up and takes a bath in fucking baby powder so his skin doesn't slough off every time he takes a step due to the fucking tension between his thighs. He looks like he has to glue the insides of his thighs back onto his flesh every day.
Oh, goodness. On April 10th,
We support the fatties.
Oh, you go. Okay.
We support fatties on here.
I agree.
I'm a chubby
On April
chaser.
10th, On April 10th, a rare 9-0 ruling by the Supreme Court ordered President Donald Trump to, quote, stop being Hitler and facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland man mistakenly deported to an El Salvadoran prison camp. The White House disputed this ruling later that week, instead claiming that the unanimous ruling allowed the president to, quote, be Hitler some of the time because it's kind of his whole brand at this point.
I mean, I think it might have been a good idea, you know? Wasn't he the bad guy in Black Panther?
Yeah, in a rare move for Democrats, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen traveled to El Salvador to meet with Garcia because of his unique political ideology of actually giving a damn. In a kind expression of hospitality, President Nayib Bukele provided the two with the finest libation his nation could possibly provide. A water margarita.
Like just a glass of water with like a wedge of lime.
That's literally what they did. It was water with like a cherry and like I don't is it salt or sugar around the rim?
Salt on the rim.
Yeah, it was water with salt on the rim and a cherry. That's not that's real.
Because like it's salt. Because the thing with tequila is you've got to drink it with salt and lime because it makes it all tasty. And margarita's a tequila-based drink.
Oh, gotcha.
So was there tequila in it?
I think it was just water.
That's demonic.
So they gave him salt water and lime.
Yeah, according to Van Hollen, that is what it was.
That's so awesome.
Because it was like a staged picture to like be like, oh, look, we're treating him so great.
The Bitcoin president.
Oh my god. You know he used to be like a fucking like big leftist guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He's our modern Mussolini. He's our big, beautiful Italian boy.
Buccasalini. That sounds even more Italian if you think about it.
Apparently he's a Palestinian.
Really?
Yes.
It's like... So, the cycle continues, you know? The Jews were very, very badly treated in the Holocaust, and they were like, you know what, fine, we're going to do a genocidal death camps of our own. And then the Palestinians are taking the brunt of that, and I guess Bukele's the one Palestinian brave enough to make death camps of his own. That was really bad.
You know, he's breaking the glass ceiling.
Yeah, he's breaking the Iron Dome.
God damn it.
I really hope that the Italians start making death camps for them.
They put themselves in. They're so fed up.
It's just for Sicilians. That would actually happen.
They release like a
people.
They release like a picture of
nation.
They release a picture
the
of one of their
Sicilian, they are
prisoners.
basically the Arab. Sorry. That you can say your thing.
No, I forgot what it was.
No!
Fuck. We gotta make this podcast good instead of bad sometime.
I think it's pretty darn good.
My thing was really good, but,
All right, it's
but you both squandered it.
Oh.
Well,
sorry.
it's fine. You squandered your reputation easily enough on your own. Next joke, Stephanie.
On April 17th, Joe Cedars, a drummer for the indie rock band The New Pornographers, was arrested for possession of child pornography. Cedars' former bandmates promptly severed ties with the drummer, offering condolences to, quote, anybody affected by his actions. The band also resolved to change their name to the Old Pornographers after realizing Cedars probably thought the new referred to the subject and not the porn itself.
You know, I don't think that child pornography is exactly new, but, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the subject, not the porn.
Well, the people in it are. After the, I think I heard that after the name change to the Old Pornographers, Neko Case was caught with like 18 terabytes of grandpa porn. Which isn't illegal.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange.
Also, the drummer who had been arrested, he actually is starting a new duo project with Mark Kozelik of Sun Kill Moon and the Red House Painter.
Fuck that. I hate that guy. Fuck me, geriatric man in my pussy.
The head of Health and Human Services made headlines recently, surprisingly not for being the most pathetic of the Kennedys, but for his claims about the impact of childhood vaccines on the development of autism. Kennedy claimed, in tears, that vaccines are the cause of the condition, which he says makes it so autistic people, quote, will never pay taxes. In other news, physicians are currently overwhelmed by a massive influx of patients seeking vaccinations due to the fact that their childhood shots didn't take.
Awesome. I mean, part of that does make sense, not paying taxes, because, every libertarian who are against taxes. They are all retarded. Could you bleep that word out?
No, don't worry. I have it in my writing.
Oh, well, you can say it. I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I have some qualms with one of your earlier claims, though. RFK Jr. is not the most pathetic of the Kennedys. His dad was shot.
Yeah,
that's way lamer. Are you kidding me?
I would have survived that personally. And and it's kind of, how dumb do you have to be the president of the United States and drive around in a convertible with the fucking roof up? Like, how stupid do you have to be?
That wasn't his dad. That was his uncle.
Oh, well, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
His uncle got his head blown off by the CIA after his running mate blackmailed him to get into the office, probably with videos of his friends sucking his dick. And then RFK Jr.'s dad, he got shot at a fucking restaurant, and a busboy had to cradle him while he died. Busboys, they are poor. That's so pathetic. Being cradled by a fucking peasant as you die.
Okay, but at the same time, RFK Sr. never talked like this. The autism is caused by vaccinations. Ignore my heroin habits.
That's the kind of voice that should be asking whether Wesley Wang got into a tussle on the monkey bars, or if it's instead just a bunch of conjecture from the Beltway. What if RFK is just? What if LPC is RFK?
The voice is just a front in order to throw off suspicion.
He had a Digitech voice mod installed into his throat. Next joke.
Yeah, speaking of old Junior, Kennedy has sworn in former TV personality Mehmet Oz as overseer of Medicare and Medicaid, much to the chagrin of his granddaughter who passed out during the confirmation. Presumably when she realized that people might actually treat him like he's an intelligent person. This appointment marks yet another instance of the Trump administration's push for diversity in the president's cabinet through their continued efforts to only hire mentally retarded people.
Oh, so awesome. And also, his whole thing is a sham, He's not a real doctor. He's a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
Didn't we find that out very recently? He's a fucking fraud. His entire show, that's not actually him out there. It's just a cloud of smoke projecting his face onto it. And he's just some weird guy standing in a little closet off to the side.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't refer to him as anything but a TV personality.
That was a great joke.
I didn't get. I'm too stupid.
Dr. Oz, that's the ending of The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my god. How did I not get that?
I see.
Yeah. Whatever, I'm leaving the podcast.
No, don't leave. Can
I be chairwoman? Can I be chairwoman?
No.
Can I be chairwoman?
You're leaving
Can
with
I be
me.
chairwoman? Oh.
My last move will be to fire you.
I'll be hired.
Also, just because I left the podcast, we're the representative podcast of an international organization of stunningly intelligent women. Anyways.
I don't know how stunningly intelligent I am when I just confused RFK and JFK.
Well, intelligence isn't
Well,
like
in this
knowledge.
case, it's even more stunningly intelligent. Your intelligence is stunned, incapable of acting.
Oh yeah, political strategist James Carville recently took aim at Bernie Sanders and AOC amid their widely successful oligarchy tour. The Raging Cajun took aim at the progressives, saying, quote, "When you beat a Republican, come see me." Many activists noted the irony in the thrice-failed campaigner's statement, considering that the only Republican Carville seems to ever even have a chance of beating is, well, golly, it's his wife.
It's not okay. We come out against domestic abuse.
Well, I'm condemning him for that.
Well, we come out against domestic abuse,
Of course.
unless it's funny.
Well, yeah. Yeah, like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
You would, Miss Elephant.
Yeah, like you're the...
Listen,
What is funny domestic abuse? Like you're a stay-at-home wife for a clown. And then he comes home and is like, "How was work, honey? I'm sorry, dinner isn't quite ready." And he smashes a pie into your face.
decks her across the face, and then you just hear this. Oh, sorry, my phone was muted. Oh, stop. Stop. Whatever.
Fucking intro music.
He traps her in an invisible box.
Yeah.
Maybe when you
He's like, "You bitch! You know dinner needs to be ready when I get off work." And then he creates a balloon child out of balloons to scream at.
Maybe you should fucking know what I have to go through every day.
And then he comes home and dinner's not done, and he goes on he has like an emotional outburst and pops all 3 of their balloon children with a needle.
She's like crying on the floor with the pie on her face, and then he has a moment of realization. He's like, I'm sorry, babe. Here, let me help you. And he starts pulling out a handkerchief to help wipe the cream off.
But then there's like 10 more handkerchiefs, like connected.
No, he's raising their children as clowns. They live in like a tiny 1-bedroom apartment, and like when he hits her, like 57 children pile out of 1 bedroom.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, maybe that's enough domestic violence jokes.
Fine. In a widely absurd yet equally unsurprising turn of events, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had yet another unauthorized group chat on the messaging app Signal, according to a report from the New York Times. Hegseth allegedly sent details of strikes in Yemen to a second group chat which featured several civilians, including his lawyer, his brother, and his bitch wife. When asked why he would do such a thing, the former Fox News host and current alcoholic responded, "What?"
That's a genius comeback. Huh? What? Huh? Whatever could you be speaking about?
What? Huh?
What?
What did I do?
Guh?
Did I do that? Tim Allen? Tim Allen is the defense secretary? We're gonna bomb Yemen.
We need to bring tools back to this country. Gonna have 4 years of tool time.
Tool Time is now public broadcast television.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't that a segment on Fox News, Tool Time?
On Fox News?
Yeah. It was also discovered that one of the people in the second Signal group chat was his neighbor, who no one has ever seen, and only the top of his forehead over the fence.
Well, Tim, I'm gay, Tim. I knew it.
Is he Java?
Miso fago ito yo uta puchi fago. You sa fucker asa go to Endler fire.
After he gives his response to the media, he just rolls away. Like he has like a.
I'm gonna explain myself enough.
That's his commute. He just rolls.
He has like 5 Jawas who come and fucking roll him.
They roll him down a hill, and then he like goes and he bowls over 1 million people.
Yeah, they're dropping him on Yemen next.
You know, Jabba, you've done a great thing for us, but I think you are fired. And he fires him through a fucking pirate cannon into Yemen.
Oh no. You sa no shuki.
I'm doing Jar Jar.
Oh, you big baka Jeffrey Epidina. I need a new slave.
Oh my god. Ohio man J.D. Vance visited the Vatican over the Easter weekend to meet with Pope Francis. The Pope promptly died.
I like how you introduce him as Ohio man and not vice president.
Okay, so
we'll
why
be talking more about
J.D.
J.D. Vance in our Pride Month episode. He poisoned him.
Oh, I thought the Pope was just fed up.
It was like a Breaking Bad situation. Like he comes to his room and he can't even fucking anymore, and like injects him with a serum.
I wish the Pope had like the little bell thing. It's like ding 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 ding, and then fucking blows up, blows him up.
Mm-hmm. It was like a self-immolative style of protest against American Catholicism. Like that Buddhist guy in South Vietnam.
Oh my god. Alright.
Rest in peace, Pope Francis.
Yeah, I quite liked the guy. You know, I really liked how he wasn't evil.
I liked his hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did have a pretty nice
Great hat.
I liked his
rockin' body.
I liked his
Oh,
chair.
yeah, what a stud.
An absolute fucking beefcake.
I bet he used it to whip JD Vance in the face.
Ooh.
Who do you think the new pope's gonna be?
Me.
Oh. I can see it. Do you think they'll let you stay on the podcast?
No.
Oh man.
We'll have to start a new...
I just said I'm leaving.
Oh. Yeah. I forgot.
I'm not leaving because of my mistreatment at the hands of my co-host and recently demoted intern. I'm leaving because I'm gonna be the new pope.
I see. Gotcha.
You can't tap in from the car? From the Pope car?
The Pope Mobile?
Fuck.
Well,
Sorry.
we can just change the name. We can just change the name.
You finally got the clown horn sound.
Finally. But we could just change the name of the show to the Catholic.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Then they'll let you stay. We'll pivot. I've said it
The
before.
Wolicy.
I could do a Christian grift.
See. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna rename it to the Vatican Sit She. The Holy She.
Oh gosh. A new AI tool called Cluely has been released with the express purpose of cheating at not only school tests and work-related tasks, but aspects of your personal life as well. In advertisements, a man is shown struggling to remember his own age without the help of the tool, allowing us a glimpse into the brilliant mind of the average AI enthusiast. The development of the new cheating tool was spearheaded by one Roy Lee, a man who proudly states in his Twitter bio that he's been kicked out of the Harvard and Columbia universities. The reason? Low grades.
Ooh. You know,
Not even like for cheating, it's just because he's dumb as shit.
Yeah, it's
Stupid,
stupid. I mean, literally, he couldn't remember his own age. He's a 30-year-old man. He needed the AI to tell him how old he was.
Needed an AI to teach him how to cheat on his wife.
To start, hide that you are doing it. Oh, shit!
Mm-hmm.
Fuck! Gotta try again!
Fuck, I told her immediately.
Ah, shucks.
How was your day, honey? It was nice, you know, had a tough day at work, you know, code in a while, programming, had to lay some people off, you know, they're kind of slacking on their programming things, and then, you know, had a nice lunch, stopped on the way home to bang a 22-year-old, and then, hey, now I'm here.
He's cheating.
The AI's in his ear going, oh, error, error, error.
Why did you say that, you fucking...
You piece of shit. What is wrong with you?
Faux pas committed. Faux pas committed.
Well, yeah, I went out with this clown girl, and yes, it does honk.
This 18-year-old girl who dresses like a clown, and yes, I did give her HPV.
She doesn't know about that either.
HPV stands for Human Penis Associates. Wait, what? HPA? Human Penis Virus. Fucking dumb.
We're batting 0 today.
I thought I had some bangers, I'll have you know.
Oh, yeah. We one up ourselves by creating a dumber episode every single time. And we're on episode 3.
Episode 10 is just gonna be a bunch of people grunting the whole show.
It's just gonna be the jacking off episode. Just like jacking off. What about if you jacked off with poop and pee, and you peed when you came?
The poop episode.
That's gonna happen eventually.
It will
I'm like
absolutely
the
happen.
primary host of this podcast, so we're gonna end up with the poop episode at some point.
Oh my god.
Love.
Oh yeah, the FDA has finally moved to ban harmful petroleum-based dyes such as Red 40 from both food and medication after years of contention. This, of course, has been met with chagrin from two major groups, the first, of course, being food manufacturers, and the second being children.
HPV stands for the human poop virus.
Human poop virus!
It stands for how poop vagina.
Yeah, women poop from their vaginas.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like a sex thing. People can't figure out how to get the log to slide easily in there.
God damn it. Jesus Christ.
Our insider source is gonna love this one.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Red 40. It kind of hurts to see it go. You know, it's my favorite ingredient.
I prefer Red 39.
Hopefully they... Red 31.
Red 40
Yeah, maybe they'll create Red 41.
Red 40 is gone. What happened to Red 1, Red 2, Red 3, Red 4, Red 5, Red 6? Red 7, Red 8, Red 9, Red 10, Red 11, Red 12, Red 13, Red 14, Red 15, Red 16, Red 17, Red 18, Red 19, Red 20, Red 21, Red 22, Red 23, Red 24, Red 25, Red 26, Red 27, Red 28, Red 29, Red 30, Red 31, Red 32, Red 33, Red 34, Red 35, Red 36, Red 37, Red 38, Red 39.
Yeah. Episode 3, and we've already hit the listing numbers for a full minute.
I'm
Awesome,
gonna need Cluely to count higher than that.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah,
count
my
that
favorite
far.
part was when you struggled to think what came after 29. Like, it took you a second. Well, of course, this opens up the possibility for the invention of Red 41, Red 42, Red 43, Red 44, Red 45, Red 46, Red 47, Red 48, Red 49, Red 50, Red 51, Red 52, Red 53, Red 54, Red 55, Red 56, Red 57, Red 58, Red 59, Red 60, Red 61, Red 62, Red 63, Red 64. Are none of you gonna stop me?
Well, I want to let you have your moment.
That could have gone on forever. I've had so many moments on this episode. I'm the funniest bitch alive. Are you fucking talking Ben
What
open?
comes after 41, Ben?
Alright, 40, 41, red yes.
Red, yes.
Red, yes.
Red yes, that'd be sick. Like a prog supergroup with Robert Fripp and fucking... Well, Chris Squire's dead. Next question. Please, next joke. We need to move on.
Michigan Senator Lisa Slotkin has detailed her new war plan to defeat Donald Trump in a Politico article last week. A major point of her so-called war plan was to stop being, quote, weak and woke, and to stop talking about the oligarchy because, and I quote, nobody knows what it means. Fortunately for us, not even the American people are as stupid as she is.
It's kind of
True.
incredible to
Honestly,
it's kind of incredible to be like, okay guys, I have this secret plan. Let me post it in a public forum where he can read it and so that he knows our plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
I think that
she's
would
like,
really help
"Oh,
us.
We gotta be more patriotic, and I'm only doing this because I really want it for us to win. That's the only reason. I'm just being patriotic because it's a strategic plan. It's not because I actually love my country or anything." Yeah, that'll go over well with them.
Yeah, first of all, my first part of my plan to win over voters is to realize that every single constituent I'm trying to win over is a racist idiot, and then to tell them publicly that they're all racist idiots who are not worth big words in real messaging. A big word that literally everybody knows what it means.
Yes. I mean, how many people are showing up at those rallies? Those rallies have like tens of thousands of people showing up in like red states.
They're incapable of winning. The Democratic Party runs on a level of masochism that even I cannot comprehend.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the rally in Idaho literally had, like, 50% of the city they were in present.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Because she was queening out.
Yes.
AOC is a queen.
True.
Listen, I know that people criticize her for fucking bending the knee a lot.
Yeah, and that's a fair criticism, for sure.
To, like, the Democratic, which is, like, a fair system, but also, like, she's the best we've got.
Absolutely.
You know? Richard Nixon got sent to Venezuela as vice president and got the shit beat out of him with sticks. And, like, fucking... And then when he got into power, he fucking lashed out against everyone who did that to him. That's sick. She has the Nixonite upwardly mobile state school ambition. And we support her for it. I love AOC.
Yeah, she's great. I hope she runs. It's looking like she could.
Mm-hmm. I don't... she has the gas, but I think she'd be better for a VP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Because, like, she's too young is kind of one of the concerns that people still have, bizarrely enough. And the second one is that she is clearly addicted to the grind of slowly working her way up through politics. So she needs 8 years as VP to build resentment that can be unleashed in her presidency.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you
Just
think?
support her for.
Who do you think's gonna run? Like, who do you think is going to be a good person that runs?
I think that Gavin...
I would totally support a Waltz.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Waltz,
I was gonna...
Waltz AOC ticket would sweep.
That'd be
I
probably
think
my
so.
ideal. Yeah, like,
Walz-
probably the ideal ticket.
I feel like Walls was like so on fire. Like during...
He's been on fire
like,
lately.
He carried... I feel like he carried the entirety of the Kamala campaign.
My
like,
Republican dad voted for Kamala because of Walz.
Yeah. No, he's a total unhateable like sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, everyone liked him. He was the only one with positive positive numbers throughout the entire campaign.
Because he's a classic Midwestern stock. He's a fat woke fat guy. He's a fat normal woke guy.
Yeah.
He's just a fat ass woke fat shit fatty.
Fat poop
Any
fatty.
fat woke fatties in the audience, please hit me up. I'm pretty and you can do literally anything you want to me.
Oh, goodness.
Stop typing. It's going to pick up on the recording.
You cannot be typing on the show. This is why you're an intern.
Oh my god, you
You wouldn't understand my alternative comedy styling.
Zero
days.
True.
0 days since my alternative comedy styling finished.
Newsom's gonna run, and he's gonna be like Kasich was in 2016. He's
Yes.
consistently polling at like 0, but refuses to drop out.
It's going to be very funny.
I'm excited to see the Newsom campaign because I think it'll be funny. Like, and he's. I mean,
Even the libs hate him now.
if
Yeah.
I would consider voting for him if Walls somehow, like, if Walls doesn't run, just because he is like so insane.
I
I
would never vote for him.
He's just so insane.
He is insane. It'd be interesting, but we've already had we've had insane people for like 12 years now. That's at the end of this show. At the end of this whole thing, we're gonna have had 12 years of insane people.
That's true.
I like insane people in the office. Nixon is one of my favorite presidents ever. He was like, everything he did was bad, but genuinely, as a character, he's incredibly fascinating. I think a Walls Pritzker ticket, I would probably just... What? I'd probably... What was that? Walls Pritzker alliance is just like, that's just my Midwestern pride.
Yes.
Coming out of me.
I don't think it's a good plan though. I think like 2 old people is kind of doesn't. I really think like a Walls AOC would be great.
Yeah. Because two old white guys, the country yearns for wokeness. It's crazy.
Trump is at 30% now. Like, approval.
Alright, next, do you have any more?
This is my final joke now. Finally, a new podcast has burst onto the market, claiming to be marketed specifically towards stunningly intelligent women. Obviously, this show is doomed to fail.
But when it does fail, when it inevitably fails, I will say, any listeners who are perhaps, strong, fat women with jobs, who want to bully around a deeply pathetic, mentally ill, beautiful trans woman, especially if you have a thing for Asians, I've heard that their primary host really fits that demographic and is incredibly desperate.
Yeah,
Okay.
she actually,
Jesus fucking Christ.
she actually came on to me, and I had to rebuke her. I had to tell her, "Hey, no, I'm not okay. I'm a bad person.
I'm bad news, honey.
I'm bad news. You don't
I'm bad
like."
news.
And she insisted.
You don't
but I
want to
had
run around with a girl like me. I'm trouble.
Elizabeth,
She insisted, but I had to tell her,
Yeah.
it's not a good plan.
how's your jaw strength? Can you break a log?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
My jaw's actually pretty strong. I've heard one of the hosts of this new podcast as well has an incredibly weak jaw.
Fuck you! My jaw is strong as a damn alligator.
Why are you mad about this? This is a different... We're talking about another podcast, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, for this new podcast that Steph was talking about, I feel like the primary host, her name is like Liz or something. Any sexy fat bitches in the audience should probably hit her up.
Yeah, I think there's some bitch on that show who fits a lot of that criteria, and
So I think we're like almost at an hour now. Do we have calls?
let's
Should
take
we
some
just
calls.
completely blow past an hour?
Let's do it. Let's have these episodes be special episodes. These once a month.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
well, I'm at like
Beth, can
an
you
hour, but we had to do the 4 stuff.
Yeah.
So
We'll
Yeah.
still
We take a
probably
couple
go
Are you
like
able to
hour
stick
15,
around?
hour 20. I'm able to stick around.
Okay. Beth, you able to stick around?
for a little bit longer, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
We'll get to our first call.
Hello, I'm a starving Canadian child from Mississauga, Ontario. I met this weird machine in the bar because they let children in the bar. That lets me talk to anyone. I don't know what this is. Like, we don't even have electricity in Ontario. We all live in like little caves. But I was able to connect it to this number, and I'm here to call for help. I'm running out of food, and I was told that if I ask questions, I will get food. So I'm gonna ask 2 questions to double the food. So first is, what are your thoughts on the Stanley Cup hockey playoffs, and what team are you rooting for? I'm personally rooting for the Sudbury Bulldogs. For some reason, none of them are on the TVs here. Kind of weird. But more importantly, my other question is, what are your thoughts on women's sports, specifically the thought of women in like men's sports teams? As we know, men aren't exactly the best at anything, let alone sports. I mean, look at Luka Doncic. Look at Luka Doncic. He can't even get 1 home run for the Lakers. I'm sure Hillary Clinton could at least get 5. Right? So, like, would you rather separate the men's leagues and the women's leagues? Have the men fight each other like a bunch of gauchos while actual teams play? Or would you rather witness women and men on one team so we could see more assault on television? Okay, thank you. I'm now running out of loonies to pay for this. I will now promptly drown in Lake Ontario. Goodbye.
First thoughts, that caller did not really sound Canadian. If I had to guess based on her voice, I'd say it was some kind of Eastern European / Asiatic ape type. A sort of Asiatic troglodyte that wormed their way into European society.
I'm gonna be so
Okay,
honest.
that's just racist. That's just racist.
I'm gonna be so honest right now. My eyes totally glazed over. I did not hear a word of what was being said.
So she asked us 2 questions. First of all, what are our thoughts on the Stanley Cup hockey playoffs? Who are we rooting for? I don't know jack shit about hockey.
The only one I know about is baseball, and even that, I just kind of like the Red Sox.
Well, I'm actually
rooting for the.
I'm rooting for the poop shitters. If the poop shitters don't make it, I will accept the poop flingers, and then but I really don't want them to lose to the pee pissers, and so I'm really hoping for either a poop shitters or a poop flingers sweep. But I also wouldn't mind. Like okay, let's say like they both lose to the pee pissers, then if somehow the poop eaters are able to worm their way up to the finals, then I wouldn't complain.
I'm rooting for the poopgery flame poops. I don't even know if they're Iowa Pride. I'm rooting for the Iowa Wild. Who cares that they're a minor league team that isn't even in the playoffs? I'm rooting for them.
I'm rooting
they aren't even in the same category.
I'm rooting for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah, I think I'm rooting for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Dodgers, that's what I call myself when I'm not going to go to war.
That's what I call myself when I'm dodging advances from women named Brooke or Lynn. The second part of their call, the second question in their call was, how do we feel about men on women's sports teams? Because as we all know, women's sports, they're the more skilled players. They draw in all the money to the leagues. They draw in viewership. They're the ones who draw in big crowds. And men's sports, men's athletes, worming their way into, men going in could harm the incredible ratings. I have to say, it was women in men's sports. Because
women in men's sports could really fix all of my issues with sports.
No, but like men's sports, everyone knows that men's sports is kind of a joke, It's just like a cute little pithy thing, they don't pull in any viewers, they don't pull in any money. They never score well, It's just like a sideshow to the real event, which is women's sports. And I think the extremely talented women going into men's sports could really jeopardize the integrity of the sport. So I am avowedly against women entering men's sports. Men entering women's sports, you know what? Throw them a bone every once in a while. That's fine. They can play with the big girls. It's also big girls in the audience. Can I play? You can play with me.
Fucking Christ.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop with the Chevy chasing jokes.
I thought I was desperate.
Y'all have anything to say on this call?
I don't really know anything about sports.
I'm a chubby chaser.
Yeah, with a space in the middle.
God fucking damn it.
What?
You're a chubby chaser.
Let's move on to the next call-in.
Hi, this is Harvey Dalton. I'm just here. I'm here to ask a question. What do you think? What do you think the stupidest fucking part of this upcoming administration is going to be? Like what fucking person in particular? Personally, I think Dr. Oz might be up there. Maybe topped by retard faggot Kennedy. That's a pretty good candidate. There's probably also a lot of other people too, like T. Hegseth. He's going out. He's doing like 2 fuck ups in a row. What a fucking moron that is. I don't know. It's probably gonna be worse. I'm so excited. That's like the one great caveat of this whole debacle. It's gonna be a little funny. Gonna be good news for y'all. Anyway, that's all from me today. Have a great one.
So, who do we think is the stupidest member of the new incoming Trump administration? We kind of talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of candidates that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm. I'd say the one who takes the cake, I mean, Linda McMahon is just really funny.
Yeah.
But we support women, so, it can't be her. Hegseth is the funniest for me because he may genuinely foment a military coup.
I think he's gonna get, removed.
Yeah. No, several military top brass leaders are throwing around the idea of straight up deposing him as Secretary of Defense.
That's awesome.
It's so sick. It's so awesome. I hope that creates a huge power struggle between the White House and the military, and that the military wins. Because when you go against the military, you lose,
Yeah, that's why they killed President Kennedy.
Yeah, the military has started doing transgender surgeries again.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, they just completely ignored him.
Mm-hmm. Woke military coup, I support you greatly. You would have my undying faith. I would genuinely immediately enlist. I'm not even joking.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they would. I don't think they'd let me do a fighting role, but I would I'd push papers.
Oh yeah, totally. I'd be a paper pusher.
I'd do logistics.
They're going to need a lot more I mean, if the military takes over the government, they're going to need a lot more civil logistics, civil administration roles, and I'll happily apply for one of those.
Yeah.
So Hegseth is actually the best member of the incoming,
well, no, we don't
of the new administration.
They want to get rid of him, so.
No, but that's why I like him, because he's the one who's most likely to foment a military junta.
True.
We gotta let him keep fucking up.
Yeah.
We gotta encourage him.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, man.
Just keep going.
Keep
Keep
it up,
going,
buddy.
Mayor Pete. You're the new mayor. The mayor of...
Keep it up, buddy.
We finally have a straight Pete in the White House.
Oh, did you see Pete? Pete talking on that podcast with Andrew Schultz. He was like,
That was unfathomable to me.
yeah, that's insane. And the fact
That's
that
not going to win over that audience.
No, he won them over though.
Well, yeah, but the audience?
Yeah, the audience.
He's a
is
scruffy
screwed.
faggot nerd. He's an uptight. He's
No, he's a
he
manly
is so
man. He's got a
buttoned up.
beard.
I'm convinced that he unbuttons his asshole in order to shit. He's entirely buttoned. He's not even buttoned up. He's buttoned down as well. He's the most buttoned man in the history of planet Earth. He's hardly even human. He's a little robot man.
If you take off his shirt, he has buttons all over, the eyes of a cherubim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he has sex with fucking Chasten Buttigieg once every 15 years, he has to unbutton his dick in order to come.
Oh my god.
He's fake gay, too. He's not actually gay.
But he has to be gay.
Yeah, but he has to be gay for political reasons. Just white gay Obama.
White.
No, I mean, I find Pete personally kind of endearing. Cause he is a little buttoned up faggot nerd.
Mm-hmm.
But, which I am myself as well. But, he is much better in, paper pushing behind the scenes job. He was a pretty great, transportation secretary, in my opinion. And he's good in that. He's good, working behind the scenes. That's where the nerds should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, he just doesn't have the charisma to carry a front-facing campaign.
Mm-hmm. He's a good explainer. I think going on and doing these explainers to people is actually pretty okay.
He'd be a good press secretary.
Yes.
He would be a great press secretary.
Well, the press
People are talking about
secretaries
a Pete
are
run
bitches
in
or
28.
faggots.
Where they're talking about a press secretary, a Pete, fuck, Jesus Christ. A Pete run in 28?
No.
No, he's a little buttoned up nerd. He's never gonna win over the American people.
I will say, my homophobic
Especially with the
grandparents
nerd
liked him.
administration.
My homophobic grandparents liked him a bit.
Huh.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I gauge
A lot of the...
I gauge a lot of stuff based on if my Republican family is okay with it or not.
Interesting. I mean, my Nebraska former small business owner grandfather voted for Kamala over Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know. Walls AOC, please join forces and do a run in 28.
Please.
That would be so awesome.
Walls AOC, save me, Walls AOC.
Okay, we've got one more call, and then I think we should end the show.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so, I have about 55 elephants outside my house right now. All of which are hand grant, waiting for me to show them off it so they can smooch me in the goo. The only real weapons I got are about 10 rakes towards the garage. I know y'all are some smart and wise women, so I hope y'all can give me a solution soon.
I cannot hear a
My
word
lessons
being
are running
said.
out in a week, so,
Mike
come
Tyson.
back to me soon.
So, that was a call, from, it looked like an, Ohio area code.
That explains a lot.
Huh.
Yeah. I believe the gist of her message was that she's got 55 elephants outside the house right now. And, the only thing they really have to defend themselves is a large selection of rakes. And basically, do we have any ideas for defense? I personally can't think of anything that could fight off the elephants.
Okay. So here's what you have to do, okay? So, first of all, you have to determine in which directions the elephants are coming from, right? So, let's say they're coming from the northern side of the yard. So you want to place the rakes so that the pronged part is facing towards the north. So when the 55 baby elephants approach the 55 rakes, they step on the teeth of the rake, and then it hits them in their trunks, in their I mean, but that's just a hypothetical, right? And then what you do is, if you could get behind the herd of elephants, you could pick the rakes up, and then if there's enough of a field, like if it's a very large field, you can actually run ahead of them because they're quite slow creatures. You can actually run ahead of them and set them up again. So then they get hit twice. That's just a hypothetical. And so,
personally, once you
I'm
hit them
proud
with the rakes, I think you could probably grab it by its tail and like fling it up one way and then back down the other way, and do that a few times.
oh well, that's animal abuse.
Yeah, that would hurt the animals. You can't do that.
I should have known.
Anyways, I'm proud to announce that after the end of this episode, Beth will once again be returned to a paid position. She will now be required to pay in order to remain a member of WoMENSA. Unpaid intern is no longer low enough.
I was just speaking a hypothetical.
Speaking hypothetically, of course. Okay, we're like at hour 10 now, I think. I think we can call it. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, well, this has been the first installment of a series we're going to continue at the end of every month. The Stephanie's month-end update should hopefully happen every month. I hope you all enjoyed our first kind of trial run. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
Yeah, anyways, do you two have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
I don't think I do. I think I'm pretty satisfied with everything that we've gotten to say this episode.
I would like to apologize for my previous statements regarding elephants and rakes, and but I would just like to point out that at no point did I ever suggest picking up elephants by their tails and flinging them into the air. Because that's not funny. That's quite serious.
You cannot keep apologizing and then doing the thing again. That's not how that works. You aren't actually sorry if you keep doing the thing that you're apologizing
I just
for.
happen to have very specific knowledge of a very specific subject, okay?
You are a villainous being.
My jaw is stronger than yours.
Fuck you! My jaw is fucking massive. I'm clean off crocodile because of you. Listen, you fucking took all the crocodile. I am on
crocodile
because of
I am
you.
on
You
crocodile
motherfucker.
right now.
You motherfucker! I hope you fucking scale up. I hope you fucking
Steph, you're never gonna have the jaw strength, okay? I'm sorry. It's a fucking problem.
That's why I quit.
understand that it upsets you, but it can't be fucking. I understand that it upsets you, but listen, it's like
I quit crocodile. You're trying to make me
it's a real problem.
You're making me try to relapse.
It's a real fucking problem.
You want me to relapse?
Okay, we need to end this episode immediately.
have a great
Okay,
one.
well, as always, thank you for joining us in this to-date stupidest episode of WoMENSA. Join us next week for the scissors episode, in which we talk about various kinds of scissors. I, as always, have been Chairwoman Liz. Joined, as always, by recently demoted intern Beth and my eternal co-chair Steph. We hope you have a great week. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we hope that you'll join us next week. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Mwah.
Mwah.